All right, gamers, we got GM Nightfalls coming out, and we know it's Glassway, but guess what? I was so worried about my power level being low because I was only 2003 base, and the GM is 2020 it's asking for, and the enemies are 2040. I'm like, man, am I going to be able to dump this Nightfall? Well, hey, look, a lot of people keep saying that the Titan Prismatic is not it. We all know that the Hunter's overtuned, but I started realizing it's anti-barrier pulse rifle. Outbreak is a pulse rifle. Kinetic weapon charges your transcendence faster than anything else. Suspend all the targets, have unlimited amounts of abilities, not have to worry about farming heavy or energy, and melt champions, and also clips like this where you can shoot through the boss's barrier because you have anti-barrier rounds. I did a 17-minute GM with just casually messing around and just memeing with this pulse rifle. I would recommend using stuff like Outbreak, the crafted one with rewind rounds, and then having a blinding GL for the wyverns. And we used some rockets because we felt like the machine guns just weren't doing it. We did run a warlock with cenotaph on because overloads are a problem. Stun them with div and just run them over. Pretty much what I wanted to do is show you what Titan build I was running in the GM this week, give you guys an easy clear. Also, I'm going to be doing some other characters, so stay tuned for those videos, and kind of just go over this Prismatic Titan on how I was using stuff. Remember, this can get even better. Before I even start going into the build, I want to point out that I could run the exotic class item with Armentarium and Abeyant, but I felt like if I made a build around an exotic class item that people might not have this, so most of you have the exotic boots, so play into this anyway because you're going to get that woven mail. So going over the subclass, we're going to be running Blade Fury simply because I can just suspend more targets. Now I thought about switching to Strand Titan period to get Banner of War, but just having Transcendence up in every room kind of just make you have a second super. And also the Titan Transcendence nade is huge. It suspends more targets, it jolts them, and it's just a lot of fun. Unfortunately, I tried with Thruster and I didn't like how Rengar's Lash and Suspend worked with it because it like shoots out a tangle. So I did end up switching to Rally Barricade. Frenzied Blade and Knockout is kind of up to you if you want to switch off. I just did this so I can have 3 charges, mainly for movement, just so if I had to move out of the way of something, but being able to proc Knockout and get amplified and heal is always good. Gonna run Shackle to suspend targets so you can shoot them with Outbreak. Rengar's Lash to suspend targets. Duh, you know this. Now the fragments are up to you. You can switch these out if you don't like the ones I'm using, but I went with Grace simply because the kinetic weapons with anti-barrier, with using Outbreak, it's going to proc this, and I get my Transcendence so quick. Purpose is just going to give me unlimited woven mail when I pick up an orb. Hope was giving me more class ability energy when I had an elemental buff. Stuff like that would be Amplified, Cure, Radiant Restoration, Devour, Invisibility, and Overshield. Pretty much I always have Amplified or Radiant at all the times, simply because I have Radiant Orbs on my artifact, which I'll go over that in 1 second. Protection, it's up to you if you want to swap this out. I just figured, hey, you're in a GM, you're in the boss room, a few enemies might surround you, or you might be in your super taking out a wyvern or a champ. Maybe you get that free DR. Solitude was huge simply because landing precision hits. I admit a severing burst doing this because I'm using Outbreak, and all I'm doing there is severing the target. So pretty much what I'm doing is I'm making it so they cannot do more damage to me. So if that burst goes off with proccing Solitude, this does have a cooldown, but if it procs, they're going to do less damage to me, and I'm able to survive at 36 under. Nothing too fancy on the artifact. Like I said, I did have on the Radiant Orbs, I did have on Galvanic Armor, and I did have on the Void Armor to get the Overshield. So again, I really didn't see this proc much, but Radiant Orbs definitely a good one. Shield Crushed is huge. While I have Woven Mail, my melee is recharged faster and deals increased damage. I'll take that free one. And Transcendence wasn't really proccing this much, but hey, all good. Remember, this is all about just giving you a base build, and you can switch it up and use whatever you like. Going into the mods, obviously we're going to be on hands-on just to get some more super energy if we have to melee anything. Kinetic Siphon, because all your kills are going to be coming from Outbreak. When I kid you not, the whole GM can be done just with Outbreak if you have 2 of them. Or if you want to take off that div and run 3, you can. Going into heavy-handed so that if I melee anything, I'm going to be making orbs of power, and then impact induction, causing damage with my melee, reduces my grenade. Gonna have that void resist so I don't die in the boss room. Solar reserves for my rocket launcher. Kinetic weapon surge, why not? Buff your kinetic another 10%, and then I had scavenger on for my solar weapons. Bomber to reduce that grenade cooldown. Reaper to make more orbs because I'm going to be suspending them non-stop with my suspend build. Powerful attraction to pick up those orbs. Pretty simple here. The loop is easy. Throw your nade, use your class abilities, suspend stuff, spam kinetic, stun champs, have fun, and transcend in every single room. Throwing, missing, made it, hit it. Keep them stunned. Oh, that's cooking. Jesus Christ. Where's the barrier?
He's here.
Love you.
I'm just playing like a piece of this power level. 30 under? Just playing like a rat? I think blessing works with knockout.
It should.
I just don't really find a reason that I'm using it though. I'm not really meleeing nothing. Meleeing someone's just like if they get close to me. I'm more using my melee for movement.
Look at the way you just controlled that hallway.
I was doing that for the video. That was stupid dumb, dude.
Just infinite suspend.
Yeah.
How will it come?
Where's the other one?
Left, left.
Ready to go nuke boss. Lighten up that splash damage. I got my Transcendence and I got my super. I killed you.
Wyvern's not being suppressed.
Second set spawned, just letting you know.
There's a push Hydra.
One down. Yeehaw cowboy. Oh, I stuck him out of the air.
All the way up there. Alright, we work on barriers.
Oh. Oh, you rat bitch. Trying to get back in. That rat bitch isn't coming in.
It looks like he's going to the right.
That's it, right? Now it's push boss.
Yeah, we push.
Coming.
There you go. They're far away. Just stall until you get here.
Here's one.
Go. Wyverns. Dead.
Spider's dead.
Second set's coming. Dead. Suspended. This rocket. Put barriers. I don't know what's left.
Two
Barrier
barriers.
and... Yeah, barrier mid. More barrier to the top right.
Nope. "17 minutes. Wanted the sub 17, but 17-minute run, chat, with Outbreak. But yeah, I'll put the full build link in the description down below. Enjoy it. Just wanted to get it out and show you that you can have fun this week. It is double Nightfall rewards, so go get those double linears this week. The Scintillation. This thing's really good. It's a 3-round burst, adaptive burst linear. It's got Vice Stinger. You can get rewind rounds here, so get rewind with surrounded or rewind bait and switch or firing line, up to you. Enjoy those double perks. You're probably never going to use this linear for right now, but we could use it in like the upcoming dungeon. You never know. Again, I wanted you guys to have fun in the GM this week. Enjoy. See you guys next time.